How to change the brakes and rotors on a 2016 Honda HRV. You will need front brake pads, front rotor, torque wrench, 19 millimeter half-inch socket, crescent wrench, 17 millimeter wrench, 14 millimeter, 13 millimeter, 12 millimeter wrenches, jack stands, drill, Sharpie, C-clamp, WD-40, brake cleaner, screwdriver, Sharpie, crowbar, Phillips head screwdriver, hammer, jack, back brake pads, back rotors, and a large rock, which we are going to chalk the wheel with on the right side. If you own like an actual chalk, like a professional chalk, then chalk the wheels with that, but I don't own that, so I'm chalking the right side with a rock. First, we're going to jack up the car on the left side. And for the HRV, the frame is like right here, where my hand is. It's like underneath this plastic piece. Yeah, just be careful about cracking that plastic. I don't particularly care because I'm not about aesthetics, but I'm gonna jack it up like somewhere in the middle between that point and this part where like normally you jack up the car, because I want to jack up this whole left side. Just make sure you get it on the frame. Partially leave the tire on the ground, so you can take the lug nuts, so you can loosen the lug nuts. Don't take them all the way off. If you have a lock nut like I do, then you're going to need the socket that came with that lock nut to get that off. Now we're going to take our jack stands and put them under the car. There are usually designated areas for this on most cars. Now we'll lower the car onto the jack stands. You can leave the jack underneath for like extra support, but the car should rest on jack stands. Don't leave just the jack under the car. It'd be under the car itself. Now we can take the lug nuts off. Alright, so there are four or three bolts that we're really dealing with back here. So you're going to need your 14 millimeter for this. You're going to take out the bolt that's down here first. You may need the crescent because it's like, it may spin with this like hollow nut here, so you may need to hold it with the crescent. In my case, I didn't have to. And we're going to loosen this bolt, but we're not going to take it out. Now we're going to take our Sharpie, and I'm just going to mark O on this pad for outside, so we know like which pad is the outside one after we take it off. Ooh, yeah, metal on metal, baby, and that is why we are changing these rotors and pads. And we're gonna take the 17 and gonna put it on. There's two more bolts back here. Like there's one like right here, and then there's one down here. Here, you have to take both of those out. All right, now when the bolts are out, I'm gonna take this whole assembly off the rotor and just kind of set it on top. Make sure it rests nicely without moving. Also highly recommend ratcheting wrenches. These rotors are held in by like a little screw here. They can either be really easy or really hard to take off. We're gonna spray it with WD-40 kind of in this stud here, hole here. So to loosen everything up, we're gonna hit like the side of the rotor, and I'm like specifically hitting it here because like you only want to hit it on the frame of the rotor and not these studs. You really do not want to mess up those studs, just to kind of loosen everything up. Now I'll take our drill. I kind of have like a wider Phillips head bit on here. It's not as pointy, but it'll fit into this screw better, and there's less of a chance of rounding it out. Do not round out this screw. If you do, like, you're going to have a hell of a time getting this rotor off. So just be very careful. I'm gonna kind of hammer like the end of my drill a little bit just to like get it in there as much as possible. So that was easy, thank God. Smack the rotor if you have to. Alright, now we got our new rotor here. We're gonna take our brake cleaner and we're just gonna spray like the outside rim. These come, I think, with some kind of chemical on it. I don't know what exactly, but you have to spray them with brake cleaner to get that chemical off so that the brake pads don't squeak on it when you first put it on. So spray it down real good. Also, I have it on the cardboard for a reason. You don't want it just sitting on like the asphalt or gravel or wherever, because you don't want to like scratch up your new rotor. Flip it over. Now we got our rotor, and we want, these have like little screw holes in them that line up with there are like two screw holes here. I'm gonna use this one. Just make sure this lines up with the screw hole. So when you put it on, like there's two types of holes on these rotors. It has to go in this type of hole that's kind of got like a sink into it. It's a little bit concave. You put it in, make sure it lines up with that hole. Screw the screw in, hand tighten first. And we'll take our 17 again. Now brake pads. Flip the frame up. I'm gonna put this in first. So we're taking these clip pieces off. This is the old one that I took off, and they just pop out. Take the old one out. There, like so. Now we're gonna take the inner brake pad. Put this on right here. There. Should just sit flush like with the rotor. Now the inner brake pad. So you may have to compress the piston back in. So what we're gonna do is take the old pad, put it in there like so, and take the C-clamp, So we're just gonna push the piston back in, like all the way back in, so that it'll fit around the new brake pads. Alright, yeah, should fit around the pads, new pads, like so. Now take the 14 bolt and just put it back in where you took it out of. There we go, front done. Alright, now let's move to the back. Take the back is 13s for this this piece of the frame. I don't know why they didn't just go 14s, like keep it simple, stupid. But anyway, it's a 13. You're gonna need the crescent for the back. You just kind of hold this this nut here on the inside as you take the bolt out. It helps if you take a crowbar to get this off. Just pry up on it. Take our Sharpie and mark the outside brake pad with an O. Same thing with the WD-40. Screw is here. Smack it around first with the hammer. I'll try to drill. You kind of just got to work at it till it comes out. There we go. Got it. Spray her down. Also, if you'll notice, like these rotors in the back, they only have like one layer. The front has 2 layers. Just like that, in case you're not sure which goes where. The back, since it's a front wheel drive car, like the thinner rotors go in the back, and the rotors with like 2 layers go in the front. Line up the little caved in hole with the screw hole. Alright, so these have electronic emergency brakes on both sides. That's what this is. This is a little electronic motor that spins on the inside and basically pushes out this piston for the emergency brake. So to disconnect this, we have to take out 2 screws with this T30 star bit. The other one is right here. Also, this just slides off this bolt here. Get the crowbar to just kind of stick it in between the motor and the frame to disconnect it. Yeah. So there's this spline. This is like the male spline piece. You can see at the center there, that's what spins, and it fits into this spline piece here with the female end, and just turns it, and that's what pushes out the emergency brake. So yeah. Okay, so you're gonna need a T45 star bit. Apologies for not mentioning this at the beginning of the video, but you're gonna insert it into the female end and turn it clockwise, because that's what will tighten the emergency brake and take off all the pressure on the brake piston. Just turn it till it won't turn anymore. There we go. Now we're gonna take the old brake pad and a C-clamp again. Stick it inside, fit the C-clamp around it. Try to center it as much as possible, because that's what will press down the best on the piston. Just press in on the piston like so. It may not work like that if you have it like centered and you're still pressing in and it won't press down. That means like what would help is to open the nut where you can bleed brake fluid. Take this rubber boot off. That's where you bleed brake fluid from. You can loosen that with a wrench, like a crescent wrench. And just be careful, don't round it off. And like you can open that up a little bit, and then try to compress the piston, and then brake fluid should come out of there, and then you should be able to compress the piston all the way. All right, so now we can put the emergency brake back on the frame. Just kind of fit it over the splines and the holes, fit the holes over the holes. So it should kind of sit, the motor should sit flush with the frame. If it doesn't or won't, then you kind of just got to mess with it until it does, so that you know the thread, like the splines of the male end fit in the female end. Now we do our 17 wrench and bolt, put that back in. These clips are the same, so we'll just take off the old ones and put on the new ones. The outside pad, inside. A little encouragement. All right, so before you put this on, before you put this frame piece on, you have to slide this bolt in here, otherwise it will not go in. Like so. Now put both the 17 bolts in. Alright, well, it's now getting dark out, so we got a flashlight. Pads in. Alright, now we'll put our 13 screw back in. Now we can put the wheels back on. What are you doing? I need the lock nut. Raise the car, then take the jack stands out. forget for the back, like you want to lower it so that the wheel's touching the ground, but it's not like the full force of the weight of the car is not on the wheel yet. I want to tighten these with a torque wrench. It's 80 foot-pounds of torque, and just tighten them in a star pattern. Now we can let the car down fully. And that's how you change the brakes and rotors on a 2016 Honda HRV. I already did the other side. The other side is the same. Oh, don't forget to take your chalk out. Don't forget to test drive the car, just make sure that everything's working properly, the brakes are working properly and everything. All good. Like and subscribe.